this episode of IT Bits, we have Ken and Mark Kelly performing for us.
Soon after 9/11, I wrote this song for the students to perform as they were sort of dealing with the sort of stress of the whole 9/11 situation. It's called We Believe in the Light. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1999, I was just a child with dreams. Nobody spoke of wars, but things aren't always what they seem. Today's news made me cry. Orange alert from some guy, don't even know what it means. I stay warm in the flame, tomorrow can't be the same. The sun will shine once again, we're not scared of the darkness. We believe in the light. We keep our eyes on the promise that our future is bright. People rushing by, keep in touch on cell phone lines. They never share a smile, all alone inside their minds. Today's news made me cry. Orange alert from some guy, don't even know what it means. I stay warm in the flame, tomorrow can't be the same. The sun will shine once again, we're not scared of the darkness. We believe in the light. We keep our eyes on the promise that our future is bright. We're leaving the darkness. We believe in the light. We keep our eyes on the promise that our future is bright. This used to sit on my desk, and the reason it did is because this belonged to my father, and he gave it to me as a gift with this note here that says, he sent it to me in 2001, but he said, this trowel was the size of the cardboard when it was new. So you can see sort of how much smaller it gets because he uses it, files it down, so it's sort of a symbol of how it was used over the years. I'll be starting my 48th year of plastering on June 7th, 2001. So he's obviously well past that by now. Tell your children and your children's children how good this trade has been to me. So I keep it on my desk as an inspiration just to kind of just keep focusing on the work. For a Father's Day soon after, I wrote this song for him. 1, 2, 3. I was cleaning out my closet on a Sunday afternoon. Beneath a pile of sweaters, I found a working man's tool. It was a trowel that my daddy used when I was just a boy. Sitting on the lines he wrote upon a paper long ago. I work hard every day and I smile for those I meet. Coffee time is finished, I'm the first one on my feet. When the day is over, I get down on my knees. Thank the Lord for this trowel that has been so good to me. The day that we were married, I promised my new wife that I would always care for her all of my life. And when the bills were hard to pay, I think back to the words that my daddy whispered in my ear when I first moved away. I work hard every day and I smile for those I meet. Coffee time is finished, I'm the first one on my feet. When the day is is over, I get down on my knees. Thank the Lord for this travel that has been so good to me. Take it away, Mark. Just last week, Marissa said work was much too hard. My boy agreed and said he'd rather play his guitar. I sat them down together and showed them Grandpa's photograph and told them what he used to tell me when I wanted to give up. I work hard every day and I smile for those I meet. Coffee time is finished, I'm the first one on my feet. When the day is over, I get down on my knees. Thank the Lord for this travel that has been so good to me. All right, so as I was saying, one of the projects I had was to work on a musical. I've been working on this musical for a while, actually, and then we were driving down to pick up Mark's stuff last year, and he started giving me all these notes on what we should do. So I've been working on this musical, and here's a few songs from it. The idea was really about a young man having a lot of great ideas and dreams, and things just not working out as well as he thought they would, and having to make life decisions around that. And this first song is called Jimmy, and it sort of describes his inspiration where he wants to do something in life that makes a difference. 3, 4. Jimmy got up, he was 10 that day, left his mother alone with her fiancé. Broke into his piggy bank, said to the milk he drank, I'm gonna find my daddy. Into the mall, into the arcade, he was quickly involved in a nuclear raid. To the hero on the screen, he said, don't be mean, would you like to be my daddy? When Arnold said no, Jimmy turned 12, went to a movie all by himself, looked in the eye of every movie guy, hoping he would find his daddy. After the show, for Halloween, Jimmy decided he'd be 14, gave out candy to little Sandy, thinking she might know his daddy. You just close your eyes and say you can't hear him cry. So don't be surprised when you realize that Jimmy was looking for you. And don't come to me when you finally see that you are Jimmy too. High school jock, impressed all the girls and taught them the flock. Jimmy the star said from his car, I'm gonna find my daddy. When he had reached university age, people enjoyed Prince Jimmy on stage. He'd say to the ghost who watched him the most, would you like to be my daddy? Jimmy the grad learned how to cheat, managed to find an executive suite. He'd check out the pages for rising wages, hoping he would find his daddy. A little while later, Jimmy was caught trying to sell some powder he'd bought. Without a grudge, he smiled at the judge, thinking he might know his daddy. You just close your eyes and say you can't hear him cry. So don't be surprised when you realize that Jimmy was looking for you. Don't come to me when you finally see that you are Jimmy too. Jimmy had soon fathered kids of his own, hung out in bars and played the trombone. He'd say to his office when he'd be jobless, I'm gonna find my daddy. Bridget, his wife, faithful and pure, stay home at night, we're always secure. Jimmy instead asked a girl in his bed, would you like to be my daddy? A lonely old man sits by the street, watching the children play at his feet. He listens for names in their make-believe games, thinking they might know his daddy. Carry him off to a hospital bed, counting the money they'll get when he's dead. He doesn't care as long as you're there, thinking they might know his daddy. You just close your eyes, say you can't hear him cry. Don't be surprised when you realize that Jimmy was looking for you. And don't come to me when you finally see that you are Jimmy too. So this kind of opens a show where our young, the young man that this show is about, his name is Kurt, is speaking at his graduation and ends up speaking to his very good friend, Angela. They were created music together all through school, telling her that he is planning to move off and join a church organization. And she doesn't understand that, but that's what he feels he is called to do. That's his inspiration, is to do that. So this is that song. It's called Don't Ever Give Up. I was sitting alone in the sand, watching the birds overhead, thinking of all that we've been through all these years. Pictures flashed through my mind like the yearbooks on my shelf, and as the pages came to an end, I had to smile. Freshman year, yesterday, 8th grade seemed so far away, learning names, getting lost in the halls. Days went by, sweet 16, studying Shakespeare late at night, college apps, senior prom and AP tests. Don't be afraid, be strong. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give in. Don't be scared of the end when it's time to begin. And don't let fear keep you from starting over again. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give in. Yes, it's true, I'm joining the church. I wish you could understand that I can't run away from what's in my heart. There's a voice calling me, and I know you don't believe, but that's okay, just let me go. It's my life. Don't be afraid, be strong. Don't ever give up, don't ever give in. Don't be scared of the end when it's time to begin. And don't let fear keep us from starting over again. Don't ever give up, don't ever give in. God, you brought me here to follow your call. Some days are dark, my pride makes me fall. But you promised me you'd be by my side, so I will be strong and trust in your plan. Never give up, and I'll never give in. I won't be scared of the end when it's time to begin. I won't let fear keep me from starting over again. I'll never give up, I'll never give in. My friend, sit with me. Let's dream of what we can be. And don't let fear keep us from starting over again. Don't ever give up, don't ever give in. Don't ever give up, don't ever give in. All right. So in our story, Kurt and Angela, his friend, end up teaching at the same private school that's sort of there to help students who have had particular problems, either behavior, learning, whatever. And so Angela is a music teacher there, and she gets to know one of the students named Carol. Carol is not happy to be there. She resents the school, doesn't like the leadership, doesn't like authority, especially the religious part of it. And she's trying to get her to join the choir, get involved in music. Ready? One, two, three. Once I walked this town, afraid of chains that held me down. I thought that I was weak, and then I learned to play. You've got to let go and claim dream they took from you so long ago. They will see that you are still alive. You could be moving out to be somebody's answer to a question that somebody couldn't see. Helping me to dry another's lonely tear that hides behind a cold and empty smile. You will see what we can do if we just tell them who we are. Moving out to be, we will lead them in a way that no one can. They built this place for us to create, and that guitar has got your name on it. Play for us. Now the time has come for you to sing with us. Oh, you know that you want to. If you don't try, how will you ever know? You could be moving out to be somebody's answer to a question that somebody couldn't see. Helping me to dry another's lonely tear that hides behind a cold and empty smile. You will see what we can do if we just tell them who we are. Moving out to be, we will lead them in a way that no one can. A little girl believed that she could become the woman that she wanted to be. But then Father in confession told her she should hide herself. It was up to her to keep the boys away from sin. I trust you if you say it's safe. I'll give it a try. But if some creature tries to change me, I fly. I'm moving out to be somebody's answer to a question that somebody couldn't see. Helping me to dry another's lonely tear that hides behind a cold and empty smile. You will see what we can do if we just tell who we are. Moving out to be, we will lead them in a way that no one can. Carol does join the choir, gets involved in music, and realizes it is her passion. She starts writing music, and so she actually asks Kurt, our hero from the beginning, to help her work on a song to perform. So this is a song that that character writes for the students to perform, and Carol is featured on the electric guitar, which Mark will be filling in for us today. 2, 3. Standing there looking down at us with tears, telling us to run away. You explain that we'll never have a chance to live the dreams we have today. You speak of wars that will end all that we have. You speak of evil in the air. You try to say that there's no chance that we'll survive, and that we're dying in despair. We're the young, we are something to believe in. Care for us, and we'll make the world a better place. We're the young, we are something to believe in. Give us a chance, and you'll see that we won't let you down. With this experience of doing music, Kurt eventually really starts to doubt his earlier visions and really wants to pursue his true love, which is music. And so this next song, which is the last song from the show that I will do, takes it from the point of view of some of the older people in this organization, in this school, who are kind of left behind. Showed up at 17, asking me to show him how he could live his dreams. He said that he would trust in my words and follow in the path that I would help him find. I became a father to a son, raised a teenage soul into a faith-filled man. I was there with every step he took, pushing him along when he was scared to grow. Now he wants to leave and throw it all away. I've done all I can to show God's will is that he stays. He thinks he knows the truth, like every kid his age. Does he realize that he's not acting on a stage? It's not like I haven't been where he is now, walking through the darkness of a desert night. I struggled to find my way back to the light, but I never gave up. I never gave in. When God knocks on the door to his heart, he's got to understand that only he has the key to open the lock. I understand that the Lord's call to him is a gift. Who is he to say no? To walk away from grace. Now he wants to leave and throw it all away. I've done all I can to show God's will is that he stays. He thinks he knows the truth, like any kid his age. But does he realize that he's not acting on a stage? What is our future? We're nothing but old men. Has God abandoned our way of life? That kid has a vision I don't always understand, but all our hope was in his yes. And throw it all away. I've done all I can to show God's will is that he stays. He thinks he knows the truth, like every kid his age. But does he realize that he's not acting on a stage? Now he wants to leave and throw it all away. I've done all I can to show God's will is that he stay. He thinks he knows the truth, like any kid his age. But does he realize that he's not acting on a stage? By the way, thanks all of you for joining. This is it's kind of I was Rachel had said, how about you guys plan an activity? And I couldn't think of Jeopardy questions for IT, whatever. And I thought, I know, let's just do a concert. This was like a month and a half ago. And she said, yes. And I said, oh, now what do I do? So appreciate you very much all coming out to be part of this.
We appreciate you.
Thank you. All right, this song is not from any show, but we like this one. So we're going to end with this. She said she'd miss San Francisco. Then she was on the plane. Though I found it hard to let her go, you wiped away my tears and took my hand to ease the pain. But now you say your life is changing, you must leave me for a while. Though I'm older now, I still don't understand why everyone I come to love must go away. So I'm afraid to say I love you, knowing soon you will be gone. So for now, just let me hold you. Let this moment last forever. And please don't say goodbye. And if you must, go now before I cry. All the lonely nights I'd call you, just to hear you say my name. And all the afternoons you laughed with me and helped me see that in my struggles I was not alone. always knew just what to tell me, when to listen, when to smile. Now you're asking me to tell you how I feel, but I don't know how to share what's locked inside. I'm afraid to say I love you, knowing soon you will be gone. So for now, just let me hold you. Let this moment last forever. And please don't say goodbye. And if you must, go now before I cry. I know for you it isn't easy to take the step alone, and I'll try to understand. And I'm sure that what you're doing is for the best. I just wish you'd stay instead. So one last time, let's sit together. Let's pretend there's just a day. And I hope that in the silence you can hear the words I wish I had the strength to say. I'm afraid to say I love you, knowing soon you will be gone. So for now, just let me hold you. Let this moment last forever. Please don't say goodbye.